Hello, my dear friend and teacher. Well, here we have an example that we did days ago related to listening, speaking, but also reading. Okay, it was about an anecdote related to a walk or a long trek or I don't know, a major hike. And well, first of all, for the reading comprehension, usually we have a picture, and in this picture we try to guess, predict some ideas related to the reading, maybe, but not necessarily, not just ice breaking. Then they go to the instructions. No, in this case it's a listening. They listen something, but if you don't have something to listen, maybe it's reading. But obviously we have a pre-reading, and in the pre-reading you have to cover some ideas previously to the reading, maybe vocabulary. Vocabulary is very important, especially the glossary. We usually have some glossary or vocabulary. We find look for the meanings, maybe new meanings that they don't know. Then we have some exercises additionally. For example, reading aloud. No? Here we have an example of reading aloud. There's a question about read aloud, either in your own language. What sort of things do you read? Which of these tips do you generally follow when preparing to read aloud in English? No? These are very important. Okay. So, when preparing to read aloud, that is a technique in English. You have to check the meaning and pronunciation of unknown words before you read. Divide the sentence into chunks and decide where to pause. That's very important also. Okay, for example, here we have I was a walker. Weather permitting, I will walk almost every day. And we have these slashes that represent pauses. Okay, it's very important to make some pauses. Okay, so that's why divide the sentence into chunks and decide where to pause is very important also. Then decide which words carry the main stress in each chunk. And finally, practice reading several times before you read to an audience. No, that's some tips for previously to read. Okay, and well, that's a kind of way to start reading, especially reading aloud. Reading aloud is very important. Okay, my dear friend, that's all that I can tell you about this topic about reading comprehension. But there are a lot of pieces of information in the internet, in the web. If I have the opportunity to have some links, I'm going to send you, but at least I made this video for you. Take care, have a nice Sunday.